We're standing here on an lava flow about 3 kilometers southwest of the main edifice of Volcano Mountain. To the southwest, there were 2 to 3 independent eruptions that generated these lava flows, and these were known as breakout eruptions. A cinder cone will often erupt from a central vent in the middle of the conical structure, but in a breakout eruption, that center or that vent where the lava emanates from migrates out to the flank. And you can see behind me that there's the main V-notch of Volcano Mountain, but if you just drop down and to the right a little, there's a smaller sub-cinder cone there where it is hypothesized that these flows may have emanated from. The age of these southwest flows is relatively poorly constrained at this time, and it is not known whether they occurred at the same time as those flows that flowed down into the northeast. The main collapse feature that created the V-notch on Volcano Mountain, essentially the landslide events, may have happened at the same time as these breakout eruptions on the southwest flank, but that is just a hypothesis at this time. We're here on the edge of Leech Lake, which has been dammed by flow 2SB, which erupted from the southwest flank of Volcano Mountain. Flow 2SB is the youngest flow on this side of the volcano. How do we know that? Essentially, it has less vegetative cover than older flows. Leech Lake was cored in 1989 by a group of geologists from the University of New Brunswick. They recovered a core that was 0.6 meters long, and they dated 2 organic-rich layers towards the base of that core. Those layers returned radiocarbon ages of 3,200 and 4,200 years before present. What those ages establish is a minimum age for the last major eruption of Volcano Mountain that generated pyroclastic material. There are inorganic layers in the cores above or younger than those dated organic layers, but they're mainly wind-blown aeolian silt and sand, and there's no pyroclastic component. So based on those dates, here at Leech Lake, if there was an eruption of Volcano Mountain that generated pyroclastic material, it would have to be older than or stratigraphically below those dated layers, so older than 4,200 years before present. On the northeast side of Volcano Mountain is another pond, Caitlin Pond, which similarly was dammed by flows from Volcano Mountain, and an approximately 6 meter long core was recovered from Caitlin Pond, and organic material within Caitlin Pond was dated to 7,300 years before present, and that is often used with our current level of understanding as the true minimum age for the last major eruption of Volcano Mountain. Essentially, pyroclastic material most likely would have gone in both directions with a major eruption to the northeast and to the southwest. Because we don't see material in either one of those ponds that is younger than that 7,300 BP minimum age, we know that any eruption would have to have been older than that date.